Hey guys, this is Social Fire and I'm back to talk about the possible return of the Thank You celebration on Global. So we know that Trunks and Zamasu are dropping next. They're expected to drop around November 10th through the 12th, somewhere around there, probably on the 11th, I'm guessing. And around this time last year, we actually had the Thank You celebration at the same time. So this is similar to JP's Tenabata. And what we're going to do is talk about everything that Dokkan had for the Thank You celebration on Global and what we can possibly expect if that returns this year with Trunks and Zamasu. So first off, we're going to start with part 1, thanks to Rohan_101 on Reddit who posted a compiled list of part 1 here. So first off, we had the login bonuses. So the login bonuses for the Thank You celebration were very nice. I mean, just for logging in the first time, you got 10 Dragon Stones and 2 tickets here, which we'll discuss more in just a moment. So every day logging in, you would get Dragon Stones along with different rewards like Hidden Potential Orbs, Sport Items, Awakening Medals. I mean, it's similar to the login bonuses we get every celebration, but we got quite a bit of Dragon Stones from this during part 1 and part 2. So this is showing obviously through part 2 as well, so you can see each day you were getting different rewards, and for the whole celebration, just from login rewards, we got about 85 Dragon Stones, which is really nice. This was definitely a good opportunity to pick up Dragon Stones here. We also had special missions as well, which we'll cover more in just a moment. We'll talk about last year's missions. They're probably going to be different this year, but it'll give you an idea of what to expect again. And then we had, obviously, Dragon Stone sales. Now, last year for part 1, we had an Lrs Banner, so it was for Lr Bardock. Now, if this drops along with Trunks and Zamasu, obviously we know that it's not going to be an Lr Banner, but we could possibly have an Lr Banner in part 2. Now, that could mean we actually get Kale and Flifla for part 2, possibly. We're still catching up, though, so it could even be Piccolo. I mean, we still have several units to catch up to JP. But either way, it's definitely a possibility that they could drop an Lr Banner for part 2 of the Thank You celebration. But for part 1, obviously, if it drops alongside Trunks and Zamasu, that would be their dual banners. And then we had the Thank You celebration special characters. So what this was 7 free SSRs. This is very nice here. So you get the tickets that you can exchange for 7 characters. So last year it was all of these characters. I'm guessing we might have some different ones as well. So again, you can see all of those there, and you would exchange the tickets for different characters in game. So it's a great opportunity to rainbow a unit and have leftovers, or if you have several that just need 1 or 2 copies, again, definitely really excited, and hopefully that'll return with the Thank You celebration. I believe with JP's Tenabata this year, it returned, so we can definitely expect that as well. We also had the Purunga Dragon Ball campaign for part 1, so I would expect that to return as well, and you guys know if it does, I'll be covering it each day, so definitely expect videos on that too. But nonetheless, I know a lot of people would be excited to see the return of Purunga. Different story events returned for part 1. These could return this year as well. I'm guessing it could be different story events. Either way, we'd have the return of several story events, as you can see. Last year we had Lord Slug, Bizarre Rabbit Mob, Adventure of Gratitude. We had Monaka's event here. Obviously virtual battlefield reset, so all of those would pretty much be the same. And then they had the tripled XP for quests, so it's a great time to rank up as well. They had Baba Shop sales, so not too much of that would be different for part 1. Now missions, we're not going to go over each of these missions because again I expect them to be different, but you can see here that you pick up thank you tickets from the missions. So you get different rewards and such, but you can pick up those thank you tickets from doing the missions. So I believe, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong guys, I think we got so much from logging in or daily missions, and then you could pick up additional ones to get the full 7. Alright, now we'll skip ahead here to part 2. So this was posted by Loser with Zero Life on Reddit. So again, this is the list for part 2 here. Started around November 20th, which would again make sense. That would be around the time we would be getting a new banner after Trunks and Zamasu. So obviously it talks about up to 77 stones. and then the Dragon Sales of Reset again. So this is what they had last year. So last year, Dragonstone sales, they had 5 at the price of 1 per day. They had 6 over 40% off, 2 times 12 over 50% off, 2 times the 32 Dragonstones over 50% off, 3 times. And then they had the 91 Dragonstone deal, which is pretty nice there, over 20% off, up to 5 times. This guy added commentary, which is pretty hilarious here. You may see some of that. And then they had the new Dokkan Festival start. So again, for part 2, I'm guessing this is either when they would drop maybe Kale and Caulifla or Piccolo's. Probably going to drop one of the units that we don't have yet. I mean, they could surprise us, but that's what I'm expecting there. And then we had the return of the GT story events here. They just kind of talk about that briefly. And they had the rank rewards, so that was announced as well. And then there's just more talking about part 2 here and the Dokkan Thank You packs, which a lot of people had, kind of mixed emotions about it. You could purchase those. And then we had obviously more story events returning. We had category banners coming back as well. So really that's going to be different this time around. So last year it was Majin Buu Saga category summons. And then you had the Ultimate Gohan's Extreme Z banner. So they would probably drop another EZA around this time. And then they had the Elder Kai summons around December 2nd, it looks like. They had a Peppy Gals banner around December 6th. So a lot of these, again, I would expect to change, but it just kind of gives us ideas of when banners may actually drop. Then it talked about, this was where they possibly revamped the Super Battle Road around that time, so they made some additional changes there. And then they had more story events drop at the end. Now, I have seen something about, was it Boss Rush being down around the time Trunks and Zamasu drops? I really don't know what that means. I briefly saw people talking about it on Twitter. I don't know if we'll be getting a new stage for Boss Rush or not. That would be nice, but like I said, I don't want to say too much because I'm not sure with that either. So we do know with Trunks and Zamasu coming up, we also have the tickets. So there will be a Super Banner and an Extreme Banner that we can get tickets for. I'm guessing this will be with logins and missions, so we do know to expect that. Now, there was also Thank You Dokkan Festival ticket banner last year. So with this, I'm not sure if we're going to get these again, if we're already getting the Super and Extreme ticket summons, but it is definitely possible. But we do know at least, again, that we're getting these with Trunks and Zamasu. So personally really excited to have that coming up because you guys know I really want to pull Trunks. I'm going to try to get enough Dragonstones, but tickets will hopefully give me another shot at that as well. So like I said, guys, this is what we can possibly expect to drop with Trunks and Zamasu coming up. It makes sense timing wise that we would be getting the celebration around that time as well. We got it last year, so I fully expect it to return. Again, it'd be similar to JP's Tanabata, so we could expect a lot of what they had earlier, and I think they had a Trunks and Zamasu drop with their Tanabata, so this is just, again, I just wanted to go over the possibility here, but there were a lot of great rewards, Dragonstones, a lot of good stuff that came up with this Thank You celebration, so hopefully we do see it returning with Trunks and Zamasu, and we should be getting more information over the next week or so. If they're expected to drop around the 10th or 11th, I'm guessing November 11th, we should be getting information hopefully around the end of the week or first part of next week for that. So again, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, talk about some of the possibilities here and what we can expect. But as more information becomes available, I will be sure to keep you guys updated. And let me know your thoughts on if you're excited for the Thank You celebration and Trunks and Zamasu. Like I said, guys, I'm definitely summoning for Trunks and Zamasu. This is one of those occasions that I'm really excited for. 2 units I was most hyped for were the transforming Super Saiyan Goku or Planet Namek Goku and Attack Trunks. So this is one of my must-haves, so fully expect to see some summon videos coming up from that as well. And if the Thank You celebration does drop again, I will be covering Purunga as well as the 7 free SSRs from these 77 units. So we're gonna wrap it up here. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.